we have here in the top, we have 2legit2quit with the blue Protoss Slow Stupid, and the pink Zerg, Agaham.
And at the bottom of the map, all the way down, it is our Zerg player from Mouse Control, Rickwiz, and his teammate, the spliffy yellow Protoss player, Top Shooter. So Top Shooter and Rickwiz apparently a dedicated 2v2 team, because this is the second time that they have been issued, or maybe the third or fourth time, I don't know, as the 2v2 team for Mouse Control.
Absolutely sick. So this is a mirror 2v2 matchup. We have Zerg Protoss versus Zerg Protoss, which is going to be interesting, I think. Both players sending out an Overlord to do some scouting. And yeah, it's really just what kind of silly things are we going to see? Well, so far, I think especially Mouse Control are on the ropes, because if they lose this, they're out of the tournament and will not be able to go to to the Epicon Offline Finals as a team. Which, knowing that these guys personally, I would say they would be very disappointed, and the guys from 2legit2quit would be mildly disappointed, given the fact that they were not expecting to go to the Offline Finals anyway.
That is true, and most of them actually are coming, or not most of them. Sorry, some of them are actually coming as members for the as players for the individual league.
Yeah, it would actually give some of them good incentive to actually come over, even though I think they should, regardless. But a player like Red, if he wants to be like, oh, I'll just play for 2legit2quit anyway because it's fun, then we're gonna have Red at the Epicon Finals, which would be really fun.
Yep, definitely. Red being there always adds a bit of spice to the matches. Maybe he can even do some analysis, but I don't know. We'll have to see if he gets there, and if he does, if he'd like to be on camera, or maybe he wants the day off. We'll just have to see. And so far this game, identical builds. No, there's an expansion coming down for Rickwiz, which is not. Oh, actually, it is there for Agaham. So it's
we have similar builds. Let's put it that way.
Well, if you look at the production tab now, now it's exactly the same.
That's very true, actually. So yeah, but none of these players are going to go for a particularly cheesy build in any way. Early expands from both the Zergs, while the Protosses stay on one base. It offers a lot of interesting dynamics. Like Protoss in this type of matchup will be a bit slower to commit to any form of actual aggression, because they need warp gate and all that stuff, and well, Zerg just needs circling speed, and then they can make it across the map in a matter of seconds. Both Zerg players are mining gas, so I expect double Zergling speed right at the gate.
Okay, instead of the warp gate research, we see Top Shooter go for a Twilight Council right away.
Yeah, that's actually really early Twilight Council.
That is unorthodox, skipping warp gate research and going straight away for the Twilight Council.
Yeah, I think we saw this in one of the earlier 2v2s where he would go for a quick blink off of one base and 3 gates and just YOLO attack and try to do what he can. He has a proban on the map and he should be able to plant a proxy pylon somewhere.
He has one probe on the map, right?
Yeah, and it's now being chased by Zerglings. So.
Yeah, so it's not the best probe to be throwing on a proxy pylon with.
Yeah, he's starting Blink, chrono boosting it immediately, adding on one gate, soon to be another one. There's no Zergling speed on the way for Agaham, even though he's on 200, almost on 200 gas. So I'm not quite sure what's up with that. This might be a Roach build. It might be, but it could be just be playing greedy, adding on roaches, more drones even. Both drones for both the Zergs. Zerglings now scouting out around the map will be bumping into each other momentarily, actually.
I think this might be the highest level 2v2 we've seen so far in the Team League.
Well, they're not rushing. That's a big difference already. And they're just scouting and poking around, being very careful wherever possible. And that's definitely a big difference. The blink from Top Shooter, I feel, is the scariest part.
Yeah, he is definitely planning on doing something with that fast too, because the blink is, approaching. Let's see, I can't see the timer for some reason.
Well, the blink for Top Shooter is at 128 out of 170.
Got it.
And
just 40 in-game seconds left with the chrono boost. Can be reduced to as little as 30, right?
Yeah. So Top Shooter should be planning a proxy pylon down quite soon, actually, if he wants to actually hit with this attack. The reason Agaham skipped Zergling speed is he wants to go into lair roaches and get roach speed and just go into a roach mid-game focus build. That is okay, considering the fact that Ricky's here is, he made Zerglings, he made Zergling speed. He even got a Baneling Nest, but he's not committing to any sort of attack. So he will have a tech advantage, and along with Blink Stalkers, that's actually a very powerful mid-game combination.
Yeah, and actually an expansion for Top Shooter coming down right now. So do you think these Blink Stalkers, these very, very early Blink Stalkers couldn't have been for just defending an expansion, right? So he's probably going to do something with them.
Well, Blink Stalkers are a very, cookie cutter way to open in PvP, and against Zerg, I guess they're okay. That's just what they are, okay. The expansion actually gets scouted really early here by Agam.
Yeah.
So this means that Team 2legit2quit is going to have make some sort of decision, and I think that decision will be attack with Roaches and Blink Stalkers.
That definitely seems to be what Agaham is working up to. With the Roach speed over halfway done now, Overseer coming out. Maybe he's seen the Twilight Council and thinks that there might be a danger for DTs.
Yeah. So Agaham is definitely committing to Roaches. Top Shooter added on a robotics facility, and I expect him to start making an Observer and then transition into Immortals. Stalker Immortal is just pretty decent in the mid game against both Zerg and Protoss, and actually skips the Observer. That's a bit of a tricky move, but right now I feel Agam or at least Top Shooter should look into an expansion or just attack, and I think it's going to be an attack.
Yeah, you got all these units, might as well do something with them. Of course, you could sit back with them and defend and get your third, but no, attack seems to be the option of choice.
Yeah, it's going to be an attack. There's +1 attack here for Slow Stupid as well. He's adding on another gateway, and yeah, this gets spotted. By Ricky's, so he should know that this attack is now incoming. Of course, this could just be a pressure, but Top Shooter really needs to position his units well, and I don't think. Yeah, they're ready to defend here. Like they're spine crawlers. Ricky's is making Roaches.
Yeah, but this expansion from Top Shooter, that's just forfeit.
It's completely forfeit. He should actually be pulling back the probes whenever he can, but that's already a bit too late.
He's trying to hide them inside the Vespene Geyser. There we go. Oh, he'll get away with it. No, he won't. Never mind.
Yeah, he's gonna lose most of these probes, unfortunately. Actually, he's gonna lose all of them. Already a massive loss. 14. Oh, this new game card feature is so sick. Decent force fields, picks off a few Roaches. But yeah, at this point, it's more so about Agam and Slow Stupid leveling the playing field than actually getting ahead. Like, they're killing this expansion, but neither player has actually built their own expansion. And Ricky's actually has a Zergling on the other side of the map to spot for this. So I think they're just going to be microing and trying to slowly wear down their opponent. If you look at the rough army sizes, it's not that big of a difference,
Well, I would say it's about 30. Yeah, it's about 30 supply overall bigger for Team 2legit2quit than for Mouse Control. So 30 supply in army mostly, probably. Not sure. That is significant, I would say.
Yeah, but being aggressive with Blink Stalker Roach against Blink Stalker Roach up a hill, that's really not something you want to fight. And even more so, there are sentries. And now suddenly Ricky's has transitioned into Mutas, so he's going to be making life pretty hard here for the pink team.
Yeah. Okay. So Top Shooter's actually trying to get this pylon, and he's getting in there, shooting, and then blinking back if necessary. And I think he's about to get the pylon actually, but there's lots more there to reinforce.
Ooh. Agam is getting burrow and burrow movement.
Ooh.
I don't see a cannon or an observer, but there is an overseer there, so it's not like he's going to be able to burrow all the way underneath the forces and then just, wha-bam. But now there's actually Mutas harassing the mineral line of Slow Stupid, killing the cannon.
Nearly, but then letting it shoot.
Yeah, so not entirely, but being a pest regardless. I like the Overlord train by Agam for some reason. There's an Overlord train in his base, focusing down Queens now, making life hell, and there needs to be a defensive warp in from Slow Stupid. It's only a single Stalker, and this, he should have finished off that Queen, but he's going to go for the Overlords. Killing the Queen means that Agam cannot actually make too many more injects, and that's going to hurt him.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, but there's okay, so Agaham trying to push up with these Roaches, but thinking better of it. Revealing the burrow and even the movement, I guess. Yes, I think he's revealing the movement as well.
Yeah,
there's an Overseer there.
And an Observer. The base from Agam has been spotted. I think both players are aware. No, they are not aware of the fourth by Slow Stupid. And finally, Team 2legit2quit has decided to back off. Wait, okay, the Mutas are going to spot this Nexus as well. That's very important.
Got to be careful with the Blink Stalkers there.
Yeah, and now they're finally moving out. Now, keep in mind...
Oh, they're catching the Rick Wiz's Mutas are trapped between two groups of Blink Stalkers.
Essentially, yes.
He's letting them get away.
Okay, I guess not. What's really important here is that Rikus has built 7 spine crawlers at the ramp, which is complete overkill. these are completely useless now. He needs to build either 2 bases and defend them that way, or well, something else, really.
He's moving out with the spine crawler. Maybe he's pushing with them.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his plan is here. I guess he's using overlords and he's going to build spike crawlers. Okay.
Big engagement.
Big engagement coming up, but I think the biggest factor here are the fact that there are no Hydras for Requis, and the Hydras from Agam in the back aren't really doing all that much, and the Concave is really good here for Team 2legit2quit, and now the recall, but just gets out in time.
Yeah, part of the units though, because there's a lot of Blink Stalkers here that are going to be able to run down these roaches. There's no burrow, right? There's no burrow for Requis here, so lots of these roaches might die into retreat.
Oh, he's burrowing the spine crawlers.
Will he burrow them on time though? Yes, most of them are down now, but still, the amount of units.
And now there's Hydras, and now the fight is actually heavily in favor of Top Shooter and Requis, especially with the Immortals on top there, dealing up so much damage. He needs to pull back the Hydras.
Not doing anything so far.
No, he needs to pull back towards the spine crawlers and use them for actual defense. Hydras from Agam still doing a lot of damage as well. This fight is crazy, but I think the teams 2legit2quit is coming out on top here.
Definitely, yes, they're wrapping around all of the army for mouse control.
Oh, but there's reinforcements.
Oh, reinforcements. No, but okay, Immortals are falling now. I think, yeah, that's gonna be close.
It's gonna be really close. I think the spine crawlers are gonna be the tipping favor here. And wow, looking at actual units, what is up here is Team 2legit2quit with reinforcement. Yes, they are. The bottom team really needs to expand though, desperately.
Yep. Yeah, overall Team 2legit2quit still up. I'd say about, actually I'm gonna calculate this. About 30 plus another, so 60 supply up now for 2legit2quit over mouse control. Mouse control does have this little group of static D there in the middle of the map, but I don't think that it's going to be much of a hindrance for 2legit2quit actually sniping that hatchery before it even gets up.
This is going to be so cool. Roaches at the top, pulling the army out of position. When in the south, Blink Stalkers
Bam!
Are going to
be in your base.
In their base, indeed. And meanwhile, Egham is going to be once again pestering this top position, and it's gonna pull these two armies apart. Requis will try to fight the roaches, but it's actually not enough roaches of his own here to fight, and Agam just closes in, takes the fight, and he's looking very good here, whereas Slow Stupid just blinks out.
Great multi-pronged harassment here. I think that Team Mouse Control is slowly starting to break at the edges here with this terrible damage done by Team 2legit2quit. Slow Stupid, of course, Hearthstone's brother, showing a bit of this Protoss prowess that runs in the family.
Indeed, there's actually swarm hosts now in the army for Requis, which will be able to prolong the series. However, there's only 6 of them, and they're currently not that good of a position. Some of the locusts not even close to fighting. The roaches from Requis are actually getting taken out here, and the blink forward kills off the rest of what was left here at the front.
Bam, bam, no, the army supplies are looking very, very dire. Actually, the lowest player in terms of supply for Team Legit2quit is now ahead of the highest player for Team Mouse Control. So that is bad news, and this expansion here is also done for.
Egham just completely maxing out on roaches, now taking out this base here to the left side. I really feel this is gonna seal the deal here for Team Mouse Control, as without that base they are heavily down in economy. Egham is currently secured his 4th base, just started mining from there, adding on extractors as well. It seems like Slow Stupid just transferred the last probes he needed to that additional base, and it's really just a matter of powering up. And oh, I like this burrowing the drone, nice. The roaches.
Sneaking, letting the.
There's an observer though there.
Oh boy. Oh,
okay. Yeah, not a smart move.
No, but this, you know, look at the amount of expansions for Team 2legit2quit. They may be looking at a win here, but then again, there are now 11 swarm hosts, so hold the presses. You know, the game is not done yet.
No, this could actually go on for quite a while if this keeps going on like it is. Egham is now actually adding on 8 corruptors as well as a hive, so he might be going for a broodlord transition off of this insane economy that he's just managed to secure.
Yep. All right. This is okay. Let's look at the production tab for a while. Okay, air upgrades coming up for Egham here. More swarm hosts going down for our teal player Requis, but he's going to be running out of economy to keep building these swarm hosts soon. And some roaches getting picked off. That is nice, but in the grand scheme of things, not sure if it's going to make too much of a difference. These roaches, these locusts are upgraded now, aren't they? For the longer. Actually, they're not.
Yes, they are actually.
Oh, they are. Okay. Oh, yeah. They just. Yeah, okay, got it.
So, Mouse Control has secured the position here at the top of their ramp. You know, that's not something Egham really wants to fight.
Nope.
But I really like this transition by Agam. He's adding on the Greater Spire. There's +3 underway here for Slow Stupid. Is this... I think, yeah, this is the way Rikuz wants to make this work. He wants to slowly push across the map with Swarm Hosts. But he's got
to be going up against a pile of Broodlords soon.
Very soon. Actually, he might actually run into these Corruptors before they manage to transform. If they're fast enough, you know, Swarm Host not the fastest units in the game, but they are making their way rather quickly. Oh, they need to burrow though. Here come the roaches.
Alright, units need to pull back for Team Mouse Control, let the Locusts do the job there. Oh, lots of Blink Stalkers blinking on top of the units. And I think they might be ready to blink out as soon as the Locusts start doing real damage.
Yeah, the Locusts now getting in position to do more damage towards the roaches of Agam and Slow Stupid. The Swarm Hosts burrowing forward even more so. 5 Infestors being added on, but also a ton of Broodlords now in the natural for Agam.
Oh, 10 Broodlords, that's an entire GG of Broodlords, like all at once.
Let's look at the units here. These Swarm Hosts are actually doing a lot of work here for Requise. Like he's now in position to actually start rallying towards the expansion of his opponents. Yeah. This would be amazing. Oh, that Infestor actually just got away there. This would be amazing for them if there weren't 12 Broodlords on their way.
Yeah. So Team Mouse Control is, you know, heating up, thinking, oh my god.
Oh, here comes the flank. Here comes the flank from Slow Stupid, actually blinking down, as well as the blink 4 of the top shooter to defend. Just managed to get these Swarm Hosts in safety, but dun, here come the Broodlords. So scary.
Oh
and the Swarm Hosts are just sitting there.
But
there's no detection though with these Broodlords for some reason. But yeah, they are taking a very good fight here against the Blink Stalkers, who are actually blinking under them, but there's Infestors now to lock them in place. Perfect strategy here by Agam, and the Broodlords are just squeezing everything up.
3 Broodlords going down on 4, okay, but that's it. And that's the Stalkers.
Oh, and all he needs right now here is an Overseer or a perfectly aimed Fungal. Seriously, Agam, where's your Overseers? Okay, there they are in the main as well.
Look at these 2 sneaky Swarm Hosts burrowing in that expansion there.
Yeah, you can actually see this one's legs sticking out.
From top shooter doing damage.
Yeah, the TT is actually doing work on, well, something that doesn't really help a whole lot. But now the Swarm Hosts, they are getting killed off. And even the expansion that was up for top left and was killed off. And yep, GG well played. Mouse Control, they lose. And 2legit2quit, they will advance on to the offline finals at Epicon.